Welcome to Animates, a retro anime review comedy podcast. These episodes contain spoilers and adult language, so stick around if you're cool like that. Hello and welcome to Animates, your source for all things retro anime. My name is Mackenzie, joined by my lovely co-host Lindsey.
What's up, cool cats?
Ooh, the coolest of cats listen to Animates.
Hell yeah.
Now, Lindsey, originally, I thought this recording would have been my first episode for Pride Month. I got my timing wrong, so you will have to wait a little bit for the kinky boy love anime until the next time I host.
Damn it!
So I had to think of something else for us to watch, and I contemplated doing a wheel of revisits or sequels like Anime in a Context does. But honestly, I didn't have enough time today to go back and find out where we left off on all of the shows we watched.
To make a wheel.
No, I had to see how many episodes we watched and go from there and build a list of the best possible ones that people have requested, go back through all the requests. I didn't have time for that. We'll do it eventually.
Right. We're just going to watch more Battle Arrow.
But there's one type of revisit that we are going to do today instead.
Okay.
A genre, kind of more of a trope revisit.
Oh no.
Can you think of any repeated tropes we've watched? And I'll give you a hint. It is very specific and not something we've seen a lot of on the podcast.
Is it going to make me angry?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to be like, fucking ecchi or something like that.
No, it's more of a trope. I believe we've done 4 episodes that feature this trope. Well, technically 3 with the exact trope and 1 that was half the trope.
Well,
any ideas?
My original thought was characters with food names, but we've only done 2 with that.
Nope, not that one.
Oh, man. What other tropes are there? Is it I'm just a guy who I just am not very popular, and now all these women love me?
Nope, that's a very popular trope. That is the harem anime.
I'm like, what have we been? Is it girls and robots?
Nope, not girls and robots.
All right, tell me what it is. Give me a hint. I don't know.
I will give you a hint.
Okay, I'm ready.
I will give you a hint about what one dragon half of the trope is.
Ha! So is it girls that have tails?
Close.
Girls that are half dragons?
Even closer.
Half
That's
demons?
half of the trope. That's half the trope.
Then what's the other half?
So the first half is horned girls in battle bikinis. Mink from Dragon Half, Lum from Urusei OG in the remake, and Calm from Outlanders.
Yes.
What do you think is the other trope tied to most of those series?
They're trying to find a husband?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, technically not wrong. Oh crap, that would actually count as the second trope, but that's not the one I'm going for.
Oh no. They both love pop stars?
No.
They both have to do battles?
I'll say that's close enough.
Okay.
The other trope is aliens from another planet trying to take over Earth that they know as another name.
Oh, okay, copy. Yep, that makes sense.
What's even more fun is that if we don't count our episode revisiting Urusei, it's been almost a year to the day that we last watched a show about a horned alien in a battle bikini stopping Earth from getting taken over one way or another.
Was that Outlanders?
That was Outlanders, yeah.
I flippin' love Outlanders.
Well, this week we're watching the 1991 OVA adaptation of Jouji Manabe's 1987 manga, Capricorn.
Interesting. Okay.
If we're looking at Outlanders specifically, we're swapping alien spaceships for the planet of Slaphalese. It's a dumb name. It's a stupid name.
It's a very dumb name.
We're also swapping our human male idiot Tetsuya Wakasuki for human male idiot Taku Skimamura.
Oh my gosh.
And then, most importantly, we're swapping our Princess Calm for Mona, the last of the Yappy tribe, complete with wild 80s hair, battle armor, horns, dragon tail, and wings.
I am so ready for this. I love half horned women. I don't know.
I'm going to send you a picture here.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's Mona.
I love Mona. Oh my gosh.
She's adorable.
She's got Hayley Williams hair.
Yeah.
This is fabulous. I'm excited. Oh, she has a snaggletooth like you.
I do love a good snaggletooth.
She's great. I'm excited to watch this.
Does this look similar to Outlanders?
Is it the same people?
It is the same guy.
He has a genre and he sticks to it.
There are 2 types of manga that Jouji creates. Mm-hmm. Huge titty, tight wet outfit hentai.
Oh my gosh.
Such as this one.
Wow. Good lord.
And the other type is cute girls in battle swimsuits with either horns or cat ears such as this one, which I think is one of his more recent ones, which is something about S-tier cat girl adventurers or something. It does look adorable, though.
Wow. I mean, I appreciate that she's got some thighs.
Oh, she's thick.
Wow, she's very thick.
Yeah,
I like the bodysuit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his two types. Those are the two types of manga he makes. The amount of girls who look like Princess Calm and Mona in his manga is in like almost probably 10. Almost identical. He loves that design. But here's the basic plot for you.
Okay.
Taku is isekai'd into this world that is made up almost exclusively of anthropomorphic animals, much like in Outlanders.
Okay.
They're living under the rule of a king, and it turns out that Earth is occasionally visible to them and like as like an illusion, and they know of it as Capricorn. However, some Nazi-ass looking cats take over the government and plan to do a full-scale invasion of the planet the next time it appears as more than just a reflection. So, the Sleflesian peasants, again, stupid fucking name.
I was like, that's crazy.
Mona and Taku set out to stop the dark Nazi cat forces known as the Zolba from reaching and taking over Earth.
Did you ever think, as an adult, when you were younger, did you think when you grew up you were ever going to say that sentence?
Probably not.
The evil cat Nazis are trying to take over the planet Zabab or whatever.
But look, you liked Dragon Half.
I did.
You liked Outlanders.
I did.
Which means you'll probably think this is just as kind of cheeky and cute.
Yeah.
It's just like Outlanders, it's coming in at a single OVA runtime of 47 minutes.
Yes, I love that.
So, like, we're going to get some more dragon girls that look adorable. It'll be a nice little trip down memory lane.
I'm nervous.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm like, this sounds too good to be true.
It's less ecchi than Outlanders.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I shouldn't
be worried. In fact,
be worried.
there's not even ecchi in the description of the genres.
Okay. All right.
You got nothing to worry about. It's going to be a great time. You're looking at me like I'm lying to you.
I don't know. I just feel like you're like, this is some sort of, I don't know. I've got trust issues.
Lindsey, until my next episode where I can give you the kinky boy love,
I'm so excited.
I can't give you any actual ecchi. Now, after I give you that, ecchi's allowed back on the table. So, boy howdy, do I have some stuff the folks have been wanting to bring into here that I'm going to be bouncing all around you over the coming months.
Oh my
But until then, you will get kinky boy love eventually. Yeah, we're going to go watch the Capricorn OVA, and we will be right biggity back.
Whoop.
And we're back from watching Capricorn, and I have to ask Lindsey, did this show taku you to the same space you were in watching Outlanders, or did it leave you moaning, when will it end?
Oh my gosh, those were fabulous. Congrats on the great puns coming back from Interlude. No, this one, okay, I'm gonna say this one was net positive. I relatively enjoyed this one. I think I just like this creator's work, because it's just fun. Like, I have my things that I'm like, I didn't like this, but overall, it wasn't bad. I spent 47 minutes of my life watching this.
Yeah, it's very Outlanders
because I had to take notes.
It's very Outlanders coded.
Mm-hmm.
And while I do prefer Outlanders, this is still like, it's a fun and simple watch. It doesn't feel too heavy or overburdened. Yeah. It's rushed, but
an OVA is rushed? No. That never happens.
It's got some good core elements and it's kind of wholesome.
Yeah. Her bikini bottoms kind of looked a little bit weird. I was like,
does it look like they got pubes spraying out of them?
Yeah, I was like, why is her bush peeking out?
No, it's just a fancy cut down there.
Oh, let me tell you, that is not going to stay on her body. But
no, they would just be flopping forward.
Yeah, they would just be like,
unless it's made of like thick leather.
We wouldn't want thick leather down there, though.
Yeah, but this is like fantasy times. I don't know.
It's true. They're just stuck to their body. It's fine. Why are we thinking about the technicality of the creation of this bikini
because you work
bottom?
in fashion.
It's true. I've also been making a latex cosplay for a commission for the past.
Exactly.
That also has to somehow be gravity defying.
Yeah, exactly. This is also way more family friendly than Outlanders. because it does not feature sexy time.
No, it doesn't. It has like it has like a little bit of boob at the beginning, but other than that, like.
But it's kind of done like a fun, kind of playful way.
They also don't draw her nipples on, so it's fine.
No, it doesn't feel as weird.
Yeah, if she doesn't have nipples, it's fine.
They pulled that's what Ranma was looking at when they did the remake.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes it feels weird to not have them. Sometimes it feels weird to have them.
I mean, it's just like
it's a hard way to balance.
With Faye Valentine. Just has no nipples. Don't know where they are.
True. But no, it's fun. Did you like the little cast of characters?
Yeah, I think they were fun. Generally it was pretty easy for me to like follow along with who is who. The mice, I don't remember what the fuck their names were. I don't know. I just said mice.
I couldn't tell you. I call them the siblings in all of my notes.
Oh, I thought they were a married couple.
I'm pretty sure they're siblings.
Oh, well, and then they have like the bloated penguin pet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Mogege.
Mogege!
And he's like a Pokemon. He just says his name and that's it.
He's so cute.
He is. I do like when these little shows have those. I believe they had something similar in Outlanders as well.
I'm sure they did. Do I remember off the top of my head? No.
Yeah, no. But yeah, the creator, their work is just fun. Of the non-hentai stuff. I don't have any knowledge of the hentai stuff, but maybe we'll do one of those eventually.
Next week's episode. Bring it for the hentai showdown, that will do.
Oh, God. Oh, man. But no, I like Mona. I think she's cool as heck. She's badass, I think she's cool too. Like Calm. She's not quite as cool as Princess Calm, I don't think.
No, but Calm is more fiery, I find. Yeah. But also, we didn't really get to Mona in terms of like her personality until like halfway through.
Yeah.
Where Calm, we got it pretty much right off the bat.
Yeah. So this is obviously based on a manga. We mentioned that before.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, howdy, is the manga and the OVA quite different in a lot of key aspects.
Is the manga hornier?
No.
Oh, that's surprising.
No, in fact, most of the time Mona's character is just wearing like black gym shorts and like a black like sport top.
And a turtleneck.
Well, no. But that's like primarily what she wears, even in a lot of the battles, just like a black sports bra outfit as if she's at the gym.
Yeah, okay.
And like there's not I don't know any. I only have read up to like volume 4, but I don't think there's a lot of egregious stuff in it by any means. But like in the manga, she already knows and hangs out with like the siblings and the old doctor, and like they go on adventures. So that's already a big change.
Well, that's okay.
Like there's
They're like, we need to pad a lot of this OVA with learning and meeting all these people.
Yeah, they could have just had them all together, but nope, couldn't do it that way.
Apparently not.
Also, Taku doesn't come alone. He comes with his sister when he gets isekai'd to this world. And she adds a whole other dynamic to this whole thing because she's just like an aggressive little sister, right? Like, just like we see her in the beginning, like there's those flashes of her making fun of him and like being a little wiener to him. In the manga, she comes with him and it's very different with that way. So that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, I guess they probably were like, all right, we can't have too many characters because this is a 47-minute OVA. Cut the women.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong. There's a lot of other female-based characters that are really cool from the manga. Yeah. So there you go. Now, oddly, the quality of this is worse than Outlanders.
Yeah, it wasn't stellar.
Which is weird because Outlanders came out before it.
Interesting.
Like so 4 years before it.
Like, did Outlanders just not perform as well as they thought it would? So they went, okay, you can do another one, but we're not going to give you as much budget.
No, it was the studio.
Oh, so this was Piero, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, I lied. That's probably from what I was researching what I was bringing.
Outlanders was done by Studio AIC.
Okay.
Which had like a shit ton of stuff that they've done up until like 2014 or something.
I was going to say, they sound familiar.
But Capricorn was done by Studio Abeck, who has only produced 15 anime back in the day.
I thought you said Studio Zubek, and I was like, oh no.
No, Abeck.
People need to change their branding.
Yeah.
Stop making them all the same.
Yeah, they don't have a lot under their belt, and this was the third last one they did, I believe, and it just wasn't up to par with the previous stuff that was done by this creator.
Darn it.
Which is unfortunate because the creator does fun. It's all so similar, but it's good enough, and the characters are fun enough that it's fine.
Yeah, that you're not mad at it. You're like, yeah, it's I don't know, it's enjoyable enough that you just change a couple things, and it's like I still enjoy this, and I don't care.
Yeah, it went from being like, we're in space to we're in another world.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't need things to be super complicated for me to enjoy them. Sometimes I just like comfy things that just like entertain me and, take me out of my brain for a little bit.
Exactly.
I don't always want to do a critical analysis of the media content that I'm enjoying.
That's why we're doing our Cowboy Bebop right now. Before we get into our next log form, which... Let's talk Capricorn's story.
All right. We can talk it. We can talk it. Good Lord. I am drinking vodka. Okay.
If this was a video, I'd like keep a tally on the top of like your drunken level as we go on.
Oh man, we already recorded a peer banter, so like
a peer banter?
A peer banter?
Also, I need to call out something here.
Oh no.
You did say tentacle.
Know!
In the previous episode, you did say tentacle.
Oh, what is wrong with me?
You messaged me being like, you edited me to say it, didn't you? Nope, that's just you.
I haven't been laying a long time. Maybe it's just all...
Girl got tentacle on the brain.
That's what it is. I'm just like, anything. Come on. I'll take a tentacle right now. Just something. Oh, good Lord.
You heard it, anime nerds.
No!
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and if you want to talk to her and give her your number, you can join our Patreon and get our Discord.
Oh my gosh, no, please do not send me DMs, weebs. I am telling you right now. Do not slide into my DMs.
Oh man, I can't wait till I surprise you with a pre-banter that is like just a dating show.
Oh no.
Where I just find random nerds on Twitter.
Oh no.
And just you have to do a dating game with them.
Oh man, you threatened to do it with Sean.
Oh,
don't you dare do it with me.
Oh, it's gonna happen. But anyways, Capricorn. the anime where the beginning gives all of the backstory in the first 11 seconds.
Did I write any of it down? Apparently not. I just wrote, seeing Capricorn is a bad omen.
Yeah, that's pretty...
It says that there's a society with a bunch of animals, which is adorable, and I love it. But there's like price gouging going on and things like that, and like all the citizens are like, "Wow, this is kind of dumb. We should revolt and cause a hullabaloo and stuff like that."
That is some detail. I'm talking before we even get to that world.
I don't think I wrote it down
because it happens. Like there's like 47 clips in 11 seconds of this kid fighting with his sister or whatever, and then like all of a sudden going and appearing on the planet. That is it. That is all the backstory you get.
Okay, great. Great. Because I was like, I remember watching it and then just being like, I don't know, this will be explained later, and then not writing it down.
It doesn't get explained later. Well, I was like, sorry, it does get explained later why he's isekai'd here, but like it's very fast in the beginning.
Yeah, I just kind of was like, no, we have to make our notes shorter. This isn't relevant.
I just love that. Yeah, there's like all these people being like, there's no food and we're starving. And it like just, it's like European style peasants.
Oh yeah. It's like very French Revolution.
Yeah. And then
because you cut to the king who's eating very well. And my note just says, cut this fucker's heads off. Like, good Lord.
He does get his comeuppance, which is great.
I mean, he does, but unfortunately, it's just replaced by another piece of shit who's not actually going to do anything well.
Well, I mean, he gets it even more so later on. Mm-hmm. Maybe you missed that, but we'll have to see here.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah. There are catsies in this, cat Nazis. they even raise their hands up. In a very similar way.
I was like, oh, hello, just a little fascism. I mean, apparently that's making a comeback, unfortunately. Anyways, the doctor comes in and he talks about a prophecy that like when Capricorn starts to glow, it's bad news. And there's a bunch of like nation prophecies and stuff like that. And there's like this big buff cat guard guy who is named Zolba. Zolba. He comes in and says that's not a suitable topic of conversation for the dinner table, and then arrests the doctor for treason. So, totally not happening in today's society at all in any country in the world. Nope, not happening at all.
I have so many points in my notes where I'm just like, seems a little reminiscent.
I don't like that it's relevant to this day and age.
No.
Anyways, we're going to cut to our protagonist who's finally waking up isekai'd on this random ass planet. And what's the first thing he sees? A naked woman bathing in a pool of water.
Booba.
We've been hanging out with Sean too much.
Look, if I landed on a mysterious world and the first thing I saw was cute dragon girls bathing in a spring, I don't think I'd be too upset.
I feel like my first thought would be like, if I go and chase them, I will die.
Well, I'm not going to chase them. I'm just saying I'm not going to be upset.
I was just thinking of like, I don't know, sirens or like Vampire Hunter D or whatever.
With what creatures are those?
I'm not saying the name because I don't want to risk saying something inappropriate. I want to run for political office, apparently.
Don't you know if you say the inappropriate thing, that's how you get political office?
Oh, right. Oh my gosh, we need to stop.
Yep.
But anyways, she flies away because she's like, oh, there's a perv creeping on me while I'm bathing in the nude, so I should fly away. And then some sort of aerial weapon is thrown at him and knocks him out. It's like a slingshot or something.
I can't, hold on. I need to know the exact name of this.
I was like a didgeridoo. That's not it. It's 2 rocks attached to a piece of string.
It's a bolus.
Oh, okay. Great. That's what knocks him out. And so he's like, oh, but he wakes up in a cottage where 2 mice and a penguin live. And,
is it? I think it's a penguin. Yeah,
it looks like a penguin. I have no idea.
It just says mogege.
Mogege. I love mogege. Also, that's just a great fun word to say.
Yeah,
mogege. Mogege.
Sorry. Hello there, everybody. This is my friend Mogege.
Mogege.
You dare enter my realm and try and play with my friend Mogege.
Mogege. Oh my gosh, we need to. Good Lord. Anyways, the penguin's adorable, and I fucking love it. And we're going to get some exposition now about the Yappy, which are the dragon people, the dragonborns, the whatever, and they've all gone extinct or been killed or whatever, except for the one female lead. How convenient.
Well,
so
technically, I believe they call her a harpy. She's like half dragon, half human.
Oh, I thought they just called her a harpy because they were just insulting her.
Oh, maybe. I just know that she's not full dragon.
Oh, well. DM us. Who's right?
There's very little known on this series, I'll tell you that much.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I just like when like the little like mice and the siblings are like, he's like, I saw a creature. And it was like crazy. And they're like, ooh, what'd you see? And his first thing, he's like, it was this girl with such soft and supple. I mean, she was like a dragon. Bro's enamored by the booba.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love titties?
They were grapefruits.
They were just like spheres drawn on her chest. I was like, those aren't really anatomically great, but whatever. Moving on. Back in the city, the townspeople are starting to notice that Capricorn is starting to glow.
Ooh.
And they're like, ooh, this is dangerous. This could be a bad omen.
And again, just for in case anyone isn't remembering, Capricorn is what they call our world.
Yes, Capricorn is Earth. So just remember that for the rest of this, because I'm going to keep saying Capricorn. Anyways, news that the doctor has been arrested makes it back to our little mice friends. And so Taku, who is our male protagonist, is recruited to go with them to the city to rescue the doctor.
Even though he really doesn't want to. Like, huh?
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't want it. This isn't my fight. Okay, and then they ride into the city. He's like, what? They're talking about Capricorn, and looks up and it's Earth. And he's like, oh, that's Earth. What? I'm not on Earth anymore. And I was like, girl, you didn't notice that you're not on your home planet of Earth anymore? You are so, like, not detecting anything. Anything can fly past this person.
Yeah,
the deductive skills were not deductiving.
Like, maybe he just thinks he landed in like fucking Europe. He's never left Japan. He lands in Europe and he's like, oh, Europe's got mice people.
Right? I was like, what is going on?
And hot dragon girls.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's normal to happen on Earth.
Yeah, that was a weird little look. He's a dumb teenage boy.
Clearly. He's like super dumb.
Yeah.
Can he be trusted to feed himself without supervision? Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, man. Okay, well, anyways, we go into the jail cell that the doctor's being held in, and he drops some exposition for us all, telling us that in order for anyone to enter Capricorn, you need the power of the Yappy tribe, but they're all gone except for this one woman. So, Keep
At
that in
which
mind,
point,
everybody.
she busts her ass in.
Yeah, because she's getting like arrested as well.
Yeah, because like she's in like these thick ass handcuffs that she just fucking shatters.
She's like, these are nothing. I can take these out, no problem.
Hell
you think
yeah.
you can constrain me?
Me and my dragon Booba will reign supreme.
Aha!
And she does. She's kicking Knight ass.
It's incredible.
Breathing fireballs.
I love it. I mean, fireball is effective.
Wearing her cool armor.
I do love a bikini armor.
It's one of those things that and this also ties in my love of like general fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much. Like I know it's so dumb. And here's the thing. I also make fun of it in video games where it's like, it's the same level of armor, even though most of my skin is exposed. That I hate. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
If you're playing a fantasy game and you want your character to have their boobas and butts hanging out, your armor class has to be lower.
Right? It doesn't make sense for it to be higher. Like it just doesn't make sense.
But yeah, fantasy bikini battle armor is always awesome. I will never.
And her like awesome Hayley Williams circa the 2000s hair.
Oh my God. More people need to rock that style hair.
Hell,
it's so good.
Yes.
Bring back 80s hair.
Or 2005 scene hair, emo kid hair.
That's true. That's true.
Just
except for the weird tiger stripe raccoon. Oh yeah, we say literally same thought process. Yeah, except for that bullshit.
Oh man, I had a crush on a guy in high school who had those bangs, and I was like, ooh,
gross.
He went to the same church, or he went to a church youth group that I went to sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was great.
Anyways.
Sorry, now we're going back to talking about this series. Good lord. All right. So taco and the mice. Taco? The taco. There's a taco. Okay, we need to stay on topic. You're the sober one here. Okay. Taco and the mice, they reach the jail, they break the doctor out. This is really great. And then Mona, after she breaks out, goes flying into a weird lab where she finds, I guess it's like the rest of her kin.
No, they're clones.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. They're genetically modified. They're GMO yappies. And she's like,
these ones are bred to grow even in the cold weather.
Yes. And they will fight in an army because Zalba, their creator, tells them to. So
yeah,
shit.
This is like, imagine being the last of your kind. And like you've never properly met your other kind because they disappeared when you were like real freaking young.
Yeah.
And then like finding a bunch of them and be like, oh my God. And then finding out, oh no, they're artificially created and have been told to be loyal to this Catsy and like just help this dictator as weapons for his invasion. Like that would be soul crushing.
I know. Good lord.
Because like Zolba's even like, oh, you doubt them? Well, meet them face to face.
Let me just release them from their test tubes and tell them to attack you. And then she like tries to reason with them. Release them. Just like, come on, guys. I'm also a dragon. Look at my tail.
And they just beat her
like,
ass.
Nope. We're just gonna keep going. And they're like, so she has to escape, unfortunately.
I also love that like Taku thinks he's gonna act tough and defend her and like jumps in front. And then he quickly realizes that this was a stupid idea.
Yeah. But also, as he's leaving and escaping, he like pulls a bunch of levers and pushes a bunch of buttons and just like blows shit up.
Yeah. And is only kept alive because of Mogege, who like carries his ass off.
Good guy, Mogege.
This is why I questioned if it was a penguin, because penguins can't fly.
I know. Oh, yeah, because that's the big thing that you can't believe in this series. That's what really breaks the fantasy.
Not the 8-foot tall
is an obese penguin that can fly. Also say its name.
Okay,
you're right. It's so unbelievable.
You've proven
what idiots.
You've proven your damn point. Move the fuck along.
Oh man, yeah. So they leave. Whatever. We cut back into the like fancy dining room, and the king gets arrested. No, and thrown into jail. Oh, he should have just got his head cut off. But it's not good. So that sucks. And then outside, Zolba addresses the crowd of people, being like, "There are threats. You've all seen Capricorn glowing."
He's literally usurped the king.
Yeah,
and then is just lying to the population, being like, "Yes, he's given me total power over the government."
Yeah,
because he believes I will be the one to save you. And he's like, "If we connect to the planet, with a Capricorn, they will invade us and be our enemies.
I don't know. It's all just not good. And like he says at one point to one of his he's with one of his generals and he's saying like it's almost time to deploy the infinite anchor, which we're like, oh, what could that be? That sounds important, but we're not going to learn about it now.
Also, there's some characters we haven't talked about yet at all that have been here the whole time, which is the little thieves.
Oh yeah, the toad and the
chicken.
Other thing. The chicken. Oh my gosh, they were adorable.
They're great. They've just been like, they broke in with the doctor hiding in this back of his like caravan. They've been wandering the dungeon. They're stealing loot.
They're just stealing all the crown jewels, basically.
And then when like the group is leaving, they're like, we're too heavy for Mona to carry all of us. And they're like, drop the damn loot. They're like, but it took us effort. And it's like,
yeah. And he got shot. Like they shoot through the bag, so they just lose it all anyway.
Yeah. Don't like, die for the loot.
100%.
Don't
you can't
die.
You can't enjoy the loot if you're dead.
Exactly.
Something my D&D character has never learned.
Oh man.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, they're flying and then we learn, oh no, while they were escaping, Grandpappy got shot. So
yeah,
they have to land and make a fire so that he can give us some exposition about Zolba's evil plan.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because it gives some like reasons as to why the Yappy aren't around anymore.
Yeah, it was something like the Yappies have been the guardians of the planet. Okay, so here I finally wrote down what the planet's name was. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Slaffleys?
Yes, I know. You made fun of this in part 1 a whole bunch.
Did I?
Yes.
As soon as we record part 1, I completely forgot until I listened to the episode when it comes out. But yes. And then like the previous king had like tried wiping out all but one of the Yappies, which is Mona, and he had plans for the infinite anchor, but the Yappies sacrificed their lives to stop him from deploying it. So,
and they're right to do that. Like imagine a gate opening in the sky of Earth, right?
Yeah.
We'd have nukes going into that thing within a day, blowing that other world to smithereens, whether we were attacked first or not.
It would be like an hour.
Like these catsies really don't understand that Capricorn, even in the 80s and 90s, is still armed to the fucking teeth.
Oh yeah, like like the 60s happened, like the Cuban Missile Crisis happened. Like people have nuclear weapons.
These like Victorian, and sure they've got some laser guns or whatever, but like these Victoria era catsies are not going to be able to even handle like America, let alone the whole world.
Yeah. All those nuclear codes would be deployed so fast. But anyways, through all this, Grandpappy finally succumbs to his injuries.
Poor Grandpappy.
Oh, poor Grandpappy. R.I.P. Pour one out. But yeah, Taku goes to talk to Mona, and Mona smells him, which apparently is just a totally normal thing.
Mona out here sniffing boys like she's Mari from Evangelion.
100%.
Just like,
is that just an anime thing?
I don't know.
Do girls just smell people?
Hit us up in the comments if there's other anime that focuses really heavily on girls sniffing boys.
I'm sure it's out there. Just being like, you smell like my kin. Yes.
Now, did you expect what was coming next to be part of the plot?
I definitely did not. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then boom, Black Dragon. That's crazy.
Sorry, you...
I'll fill in the blanks.
Okay. I was like...
Oh, man. No. So she takes Taku to this like big giant rock that's like the final resting place for her kin. And there's a big black dragon in it. A BBD, if you might say.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we can get a sponsorship from Bad Dragon.
Oh man, see, that would be that would be great. Bad Dragon, hit us up. Anyways, sorry. Okay, this BBD is the guardian of the Yappy clan's corpses, and he like walks toward this rock, and it starts glowing, and then he starts floating, and all of a sudden he turns into a fucking dragon, and it's kind of crazy because turns out Taku conveniently is the guardian of Capricorn. So hell yes. And with this, it's time to break into the castle.
He's looking pretty cool, though.
I'm like, it's not really a black dragon.
No, but he's got like some cool stripes and stuff.
It's a black-ish dragon.
Yeah, but now at least it makes sense as to why he was Isekai.
Yeah, I guess. It was like the rock being like, we need you.
Exactly.
So they're attacking the castle. Zolba deploys his army of Yappies to the sky to defend them.
Holy shit. bro like makes hundreds of these Yappy clones and then have like thick dragon skin. And he's like, hey, I'm going to throw them in full suits of armor too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at this point where I was like, you know what? Maybe they could if thousands of armored dragons came out of the sky instantly,
that'd be crazy.
Then, like, maybe we couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
now,
at this
that
point,
being
I'm just
said,
like, just hide and cover.
We would lose our world, but but their world would also go away. We would still nuke the shit out of it, but we would also suffer heavy losses.
They would understand what radiation poisoning is.
Yeah. I'm just picturing just the individual animals over the generations having like mutations where it's like the chickens now are like half chicken, half frog. And
oh, yeah, the like weird mosses that are growing and like, we can't drink from this water or swim in it. Just don't go near it. You'll die.
But yeah, there's like sick battle going on.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's crazy. And they like Mona and Taku, it's like, they're doing great. There's blow ships up and stuff like that. But then Mona gets attacked by these like GMO yappies. And so like, that's kind of crazy. But then Mona's crest glows. And did I say chest or crest? I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's the same thing in this case, really.
Yeah. And it turns out she transformed into the tribe's spiritual guide. And because of this, she reawakens the GMO Yappy's ancestral strengths. Senses.
Which, like,
good lord.
Yeah, it like awakens their true soul of the Yappy.
So they're like, oh, we're fighting on the wrong side. Fuck you, Nazis. I'm sorry, Catsies.
And you know what? It's cheesy, but I kind of love it.
I know. I was like, it's fine.
It's like, like, she gets her people back for like a few seconds.
Yeah, then they all die again.
Because they're like, fuck it, we're gonna fuck these catsies up.
Yeah.
And they do it. And like they're fucking shit up. But when they like blow up that the bridge or the whatever it's called, what's it called again?
The infinite anchor? No.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. It like causes all of them to get vaporized.
Yeah. Like them defeating and like destroying the infinite anchor, I'm like, there's so much damage. And like, did they just kill everybody in the city?
No, that they show it later that they don't. It's a very quick scene.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I think they just killed everybody.
It's kind of like a not a prophecy. What's the other word? Destiny thing. Because like they died destroying it last time. They're all going to die this time too.
Oh, okay. It's history repeating itself.
But we do get to see the king in his cell get crushed by rocks.
Yeah, he does. He gets smushed like a bug.
So not quite a guillotine, but
good enough. I'll take it. Man, I wish that would happen more often. I'm going to cough now.
They'd have to be in the cells in the first place.
Oh,
we have to hope for the guillotines instead.
Yeah. Well, France, is doing routine maintenance on their guillotine, so.
Actually?
Yeah. I don't know. I saw it on the internet. I don't know how, like, accurate it was, but.
Oh, well.
Guillotines. We can 3D print them.
That's true.
Yep. Maybe that's why, like, all the rich people want to go to space, because guillotines don't work in space.
Well, except for ships that have artificial gravity.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why no one's made an artificial gravity drive yet.
Good to know.
But yeah, they destroy the anchor.
So basically, good guys win. It's fabulous. Also, Taku, of course, has to rescue Mona because she has to be a damsel in distress. Never mind the fact that she's the final of her kind, but I don't know.
And then bro, like, he's like, I gotta go back to Earth. And she's like, stay with me. And he's like, I gotta go back to Earth. I do not know what teen boy would have like a cute dragon girl kiss him and say, stay with me. That would be like, nah, let me go back to Earth.
I mean, we saw a cat do it with an albatross.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird, but...
if that cat can fuck that albatross, then he can stay here on Slafleas.
Who's to say that cat didn't fuck that albatross?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Alcohol level up 1 tick.
This is a 7% drink. I'm never drinking while recording again.
It's very funny. I would 100% stay behind. Like, let me live with my hot dragon girlfriend.
Well, yeah. Also, the world sucks. Go to another one.
And you can't turn into a dragon on Earth, bro.
Yeah. So, like, stay where you can be a dragon, where you can fly.
Yeah. And never have to deal with other humans again? Fuck yeah.
Hell yes. Please. Humans are the worst.
Oh, man. But yeah, we hit the very 80s intro or outro song.
Yep. Oh, man. It was great. I was like, yeah, this was very clearly made in the 80s.
Hell yeah, baby.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's simple, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's got lots of good action.
I would say so. Like, I'm not mad that I watched this. Like, it's the most incredible thing we've watched. No, but net positive.
Yeah.
You know, like, you get the one thing I appreciated with the design of Mona is, like, you still get your sexy, like, main, like, love interest, whatever, but they don't do, like, the pervy shots with her.
No.
And so I'm fine with it.
No, they do not.
So, yeah, that's
well,
so yay.
if you had to give a rating to it, what would you give it?
I mean, like, this wasn't bad. I don't think it's quite a 7, but I would say like a 8.81. Like, I think that's what I would give this.
Honestly, I'm in the same area. I think if it was longer or was better animated compared to like Outlanders, it would have had a higher rating for sure.
Yeah, this is like a B.
Yeah. It's fun enough that even though with some of its visual issues, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
People on Mal don't quite agree.
Well, people on Mal need to lighten up.
Mal's score is a 5.38.
However, wow, that's really low.
Yes. However, it is only been rated by 1,800 people.
Oh, wow.
It's not very well known in the anime sphere for like
until
watchers.
Now.
Yes, with our millions of listeners.
With our far reach and heavy influence. I mean, I'm under the influence, but like, you know.
Oh, man. But yeah,
goodness.
It's fun. It's cute. It's short. If you like dragon girls in bikini armor in fantasy settings, I'm sure you'll have a decent time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what? It'll take you away from this shitty world
it's
for 47 minutes.
Yeah. It's a shoujo isekai comedy fantasy anime.
Yep. It'll be great. Enjoy it. Have fun.
Exactly.
Drink some Smirnoff while doing it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
But yeah, thanks for listening, folks.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's a little short episode, but it's a short series.
Hell yeah, it is.
So yeah, if you want more of us, you can check out our over 100 episodes and our 2 long form series, including our ongoing one, which has new episodes every other Thursday, where we're originally did Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now we're doing Cowboy Bebop. So yeah, check that out on our Patreon and all of our other podcast channels if you haven't already. And if you want even more content, like the pre-banter we recorded just before this, where I make Lindsey guess if certain Dragon Girl animes are real or not, you can head to our Patreon at patreon.com/animates, where you get access to all that free content, as well as our Discord and a couple other fun things here and there as we hit more and more goals on that Patreon. One of those things that you get is your name read out on the podcast. So I'm going to do that right here for you.
Woo!
Starting with our supporting characters, starting with Heisei Holmes and Green Beam Supreme.
Whoa.
We've also got Kamichu and Aladoris. Moving on to our retro cuties, we've got Duffo and Carly J. Jepsen. Tried to think of a new name, but none were good enough from a tentacle standpoint.
No! Carly J. Jepsen, how dare you!
Fucking roasted.
Damn it! Getting roasted in the Patreon reads.
Oh, I was like, I wonder where this is going. And it ended so fucking golden.
I'm so mad at how good that was.
Oh my God. I didn't even see it coming because I have to scroll over on my tall monitor to see the full names.
Oh, Carly J. Jepsen.
Oh, that's incredible. Thank you so much for that. We've also got Butler Atch Twitch is doing pretty good. Oh, and Lindsey affiliate means I can start earning money watching people from ads on. Oh my God, watching people. Oh my, you know what I'm trying to say.
Get the coin.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've also got a deep, sexy voice says, relax.
Ooh.
And then moving on to our Chibi champions, we've got Swamp Wizard and I am the very model of a modern mid-teen Misaka. I've information anime and damn, nothing rhymes with Misaka.
Yeah, I don't know.
Misaka.
No! Misaka.
Okay, Misaka.
Kaka. Nope. Okay.
Well, Kaka does work.
Yeah, it's true.
Misaka, my Glocka, if you want to talk about your Glock in like a cute way.
That's a good one. It's like Girl Detective Club.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Character would be me Glocka.
This is me Glocka. I can't think of anything else wrong with Misaka, which is insane because there's probably a million things.
True.
I understand now why they can't think of anything.
It's true. It's
But yeah, if you want to get access to that in our Discord, patreon.com/animates. And we will catch you next week when Lindsey is hosting.
Oh my gosh. I'll still be drunk for the part 1 of that episode.
That is true. And then, yeah, also check out our YouTube channel because we've got another tier list video coming up for Sailor Moon at youtube.com/@animates. Well, yeah, we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Oh my gosh, bye.